Hello everybody and welcome for another review. Today we're going to be talking about the life-size bust from Sideshow. It's the Terminator, the T-800. Now looking at that, I've been waiting a long time for this and my expectations have been really high. Two reasons. First reason is that it cost a lot of money to get it in the country and to purchase it, and so I wanted, you know, a good product for the amount of money that I was spending. And the other reason is it's the Terminator, the T-800, as portrayed as one of the first Cyberdyne Terminators that come out of the production line. I got it and I opened it up, had a look at it, and man, it blew me away. I thought it was absolutely stunning. Just taking it out of the box, putting it together, I was really impressed. But I've had a bit of time to sit down and have a bit of a think about it, have a bit of a look, and to suss it all out before I decided to make my review, because I've had it for over a week now. So there's going to be a couple of home truths about this life-size bust, and as always, I'll be as honest as I can. So with no further ado, let's get into it.
There you go, son. Now get out of here. You're bothering.
Alright guys, here he is up close. His face and his proportion of his torso and the chest plate, eyes, teeth are absolutely stunning. It looks great and it displays well. And there's the stand there, like a rustic looking stand. I will say that with a rustic looking stand goes well because they've sold him as a battle damaged Terminator, which is like, you know, you can think that you've gone out on the war field and he was all battle damaged, you picked him up and you brought him home and just knocked up a little stand for him like that, pretty rustic, which is pretty awesome. And you just stuck him on there to display him. But they did cut these off, these shoulders there. Now, I don't know why they cut that off. Like it's a life-size bust, you would think that you would have that on. But it displays better, I suppose, was the thing that they were aiming for. It displays a little bit better, but you know, in doing that, you're sort of defeating the purpose as selling it as a battle damaged unit. You might as well sell it as, you know, a display Terminator. And in doing that, you might as well, on the stand there, put T-800 or display it as named. So I'm not really fussed with the fact that they didn't put a name on there. You can see what it is, but I am a little bit peeved with the fact that they decided to cut that section off. You know, maybe you can see under there a lot better, you can see it a lot better with it not there, but a battle damaged Terminator, you'd just like it to be like one full piece, rustic, and yeah, that's just my little take on it. It would have been nice to have that finished, but it does look quite good as displayed. The eyes, you got you got this side panel here. This is where the battery's going. You got your button here for the lights in his eyes. And the lights look real great at night. They are absolutely cracker. I really like it a lot, but that leads me into the things that I don't like. Now, like that little button there. Now, he has got a where his chip goes, his head chip. So that comes off, and you pull this out if I can grab it, and there's his chip that goes into his head. So that's a nice touch as well. It's nice, it looks good, does the bit. But now we'll get into the points and the little things that I don't really like, and that's this. The cap. Plastic. That is just cheap ass plastic. You can see that. You feel it, you tap it on, it just sounds cheap, it feels cheap, it sits on there, it doesn't even lock in, it's not magnetized, you can rotate it, tap it, feels like plastic. What can you say? The other things are, it has got chipped teeth with mine. And as you can see there, see the chips on it? There and there. See, he sort of matches up there a little bit. Now, yeah, I'm not too fussed about the chipped teeth because one, it's sold as a battle damaged Terminator. So I'm not really totally fussed about the chips in the teeth, as you can see there. I'm sure a lot of people out there would be, but for some reason I'm not really too fussed about that, because once again it's battle damage. But in saying that, a battle damage unit that you grabbed out of the war zone, you whacked it on a rustic stand, and look, you've cut it for a display. I don't get it. I hope that you guys out there can understand where I'm coming from with that. You'd want it full, whole unit Terminator, got some battle damage on it, rustic stand, doesn't need a name or label on it. Bang, there it is. But that just leads me down the path of, they sort of cut it to make it look like a display piece. I know some of you might be thinking I'm a bit crazy, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from with that. And the cap there. So, that's a couple of little inklings I've got from it. And a few more things is when you look over it really closely, you can see like scuff marks and little chips off the paintwork. Now, I'll just show you here. Now, as you can see there, little chips, the paintwork's not that flash. It's got a little bit of fluff and hair stuck in with the paint job, so they haven't cleaned it off properly. There's been fluff on there. They've painted over the fluff. You can see it. I could put up probably another 10 or so pictures of little minor scuffs and imperfections. So That again is another disappointment for me. With the amount of money that you have to pay for it, you would sort of, you're leaning down the path of perfection. And to do this, to design this shape, the look, great, the body, the parts, the chest plate, to put in so much effort to get all of this looking good, well then, why is there little minor imperfections in it? And to me, that makes it a little bit disappointing. So, all right, now we'll just go around and have a bit of a closer look. I might put on some soothing sounds so you can sit back and have a bit of a closer look at him. So you got moving parts in here. He does look like, he does look good. There's his back there. So much detail in him. So much detail has been put into him that for all the minor imperfections that's come out after looking at him a bit closer is disappointing, to say the least. He does look pretty awesome though. Pretty awesome. His mouth, that you can move his mouth open, and the head, you can rotate the head too, left or right. I'll need two hands to do that, so I won't demonstrate that with one hand, especially on this lazy Susan. Yeah. It's alright, it won't fall over. So yeah. And oops, two hands there, and there's his lights. Pretty cool. All right, I'll put him back on the stand. I'll put the camera back on the stand, and I'll just sum it all up. Beautiful. All right, now we're coming up to the end of the review. I will say one other thing, is that it's a limited edition life-size bust, and when it comes in the box, it's numbered. So it's numbered on the shipping box that it comes in, like this. Now, I don't see the point in it. Like, it's not marked on the Terminator anywhere. It's not underneath the stand. There's no numbers on it. There's no any number on it, limited edition number, to say what number of make this model is. Now, I know they don't display them or sell them as limited edition numbered life-size busts, but it would have been nice for them, if they're going to put it on the shipping box, what number it is, it would have been nice for someone with a white pen to just write it underneath the stand and say, look, customer, you've got number 222. Thank you very much. Even though it's not, you know, a limited edition 500 make. You know, they could have done 5,200 of them, and you could have had someone in the back of the warehouse going, all right, we'll just write down, yep, this is number, you know, 1,250. There we go. Send him off. Customer will be happy that it's been numbered. So that's another thing that really sort of thinks, well, you know, they've gone through all the trouble of making something epic and it just drops short of epic. It's got more questions than answers. And when you've got something and paid a lot of money for something with more questions than answers, you have your doubts. Another thought I have is that if you bought this Terminator and you solely bought it on the fact that you wanted to display it as in behind a glass cabinet, so people would walk up and have a look exactly like what it is now. People walk up, there's a sheet of glass there, and you look at it and you go, oh yeah, that is awesome. That would be something that you would really want to consider with this life-size bust, because anybody walking past or looking at it from a distance will go, wow, that is awesome. And I couldn't agree with them more. From a distance, it is awesome. To look at it like that, you'd go, yeah, that is the business. But if you would take away that sheet of glass and you rang up your buddies and you said, hey buddies, come over, I've got a life-size bust of the Terminator, and they came around and you've gone, look at that, I've taken down the glass, the sheet of glass, and come and have a look at this, you would be hesitant. You would be sitting there in your mind going, oh geez, why did I take that sheet of glass down? Because your mates will come up and they will look close at it and they'll see the little scuffs, they'll see the little chips, they'll see the fluff in the paint. They will go, and then you'll go, oh, look buddies, have a look at this. You know, it comes with a chip. And you'll grab that and you'll be like, you know, oh yeah, cheap ass plastic. Show them the chip. Yeah, great, fantastic. Put that back on, and then they sit there and, you know, have a look at it and play with it, and you'll be like, oh, don't touch it again. Don't touch it. Don't look at it closely. So I hope that you guys out there can realise where I'm coming from by saying that. It is an awesome display piece behind a sheet of glass where no one can get close to it. But if you wanted to buy it to show it off to your friends and you wanted to take that sheet of glass down and go, come and touch this, come and feel that, you know, stick your eyes in there, have a look at this, you would hesitate, because in the back of your mind you'll be going, oh geez, don't look too closely. Oh, that chip in his skull, don't, you know, I'll take that cap off his off the skull so you can look at the chip, so you won't notice that it's just, you know, disappointing. So in one respects it's awesome, and in other respects it's not. And I hope that I've explained it well in this video so you know exactly where I'm coming from with that. Now, I'm more of a person that would go, you know, ring your buddies up, come over, have a look at this, grab it, feel it, touch it, stick your nose on it, you know, whack your eyes all over it. That is awesome. And that's where I would always be leaning towards, that side of it. And with the money that I've spent on getting this thing in, I am really wanting something that I can go to my mates and go, touch that. Stick your eyes in there, have a look at this. And with this life-size bust, I don't get it. So I hope this has been a good review for you guys. Remember to like and share our videos. A lot more reviews to come. Leave a comment below if you think I might be being a little bit too harsh, or I haven't explained myself properly. All the feedback's great. I'll try and get back to you all. And yeah, support and give us the thumbs up. Cheers, guys. Take care.
I'll be back.